Hi and welcome. We're the Weasley sisters. I'm Jessica, aka Naturally Nitty, and this is episode 186. Sorry. Yeah, I kind of
And
did that
I'm
backwards.
also known as Starnitz. Today is October 14th. We had scheduling problems, so we're a day late. But this is our weekly podcast. If you are a regular, thanks for coming back. If you're new, you're in treat.
So pull up a chair, grab your knitting, and craft along with us.
Which I think is funny you said knitting because I'm spinning.
I'm spinning too! Grab your spinning.
spinning.
You can be in the cool club with us. Any mojo?
No. That's laughable.
I have a little bit of fuzz coming from your end. Are you have a fan on or something? No.
Can you hear me now?
That's better. I don't know what that was. Sorry. Okay, so I don't have any mojo either. I also don't even have whips that I'm working on. I kind of abandoned those owl hats, and Leah's kind of getting mad at me about them, so I should probably finish them, but now I'm not getting points for them. Well, I guess I could hand them in for detention.
Okay, I was going to say detention.
But I've just been so blah about crafting lately. It's pathetic.
So, I'm still knitting this scarf, and I did not finish it in time for the 10th. So, it is on timeout, along with all my other whips. Because, yeah. Well, the one's on timeout because I'm trading with Dawn for more yarn. And I ran out of yarn. And then this one's on timeout because I didn't finish it in time for Quidditch. And I'm working on my order mission. But I should probably work on a class sometime. But I am working on my order mission. So let me show you. So if you remember, I'm making the Snowfall on the Mountains shawl. And I am using 2 yards. I am using this for the white, which is Geek Chic stock in Rose Tyler coloring. And then I am also using Space Cadet yarn that I picked up at Pittsburgh Knit Crochet, and the colorway is called Flow, and that's this one. So I am pretty, like maybe 25%. So it's looking pretty good, and it's a really easy pattern so far. I really like this yarn, and I found my 7s.
Yay!
They were on my Shalom cardigan that I've been knitting for 2 years. So that's why I couldn't find them ever. So yeah. But that's all that I'm working on currently as far as knitting.
There, it came back.
Hello, you're frozen.
We froze for a bit. The last I heard was about your shawl, and you're working on it.
Yeah. So,
if you want to, did you show it or no?
Oh, yeah.
It was frozen during that time. Show it again.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I'm sitting far away because my spinning wheel is in between us.
Very pretty.
So, I really like this yarn, and the pattern is really easy to do right now. I'm just doing the plain stockinette portion, so very easy. But I did pick up more yarn to knit another scarf. We signed up to do trunk or treat for our church, and we're going to do a Minions theme. So Andy's going to be Gru, so I'm going to knit the black and gray scarf. I was thinking of knitting it. I picked bulky yarn, but I'm thinking maybe crochet might go faster.
Probably.
I don't know, but it's like super bulky, so I think I'll just knit it real quick. I hope. So yeah, but I need to actually get started on that because Halloween's coming up.
Yeah, it's like in 2 weeks or so, I think.
Yeah. Which is why I got bulky yarn.
Bulky yarn for the win.
What?
I said bulky yarn for the win.
Yeah. So you spin me right round. And speaking of that, I was gonna make Bella a Minion hat.
Mm-hmm.
But we found this Minion onesie pajama thing, and she's just gonna wear that. So.
That's cool. Speaking of pajamas, the kids had pajama day the other day, the older two in middle school, and Gabe got us a onesie sleeper thing that was Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, we saw that.
It was funny. Seeing him in there. Anyways, that was it. Moving on. Spinning? Yes, I'm spinning. I'm spinning right now. I picked out an old braid of fiber. It is Nerd Girl Yarns. It was a Who's Your Doctor Club. Colorway is Earth Death.
It totally looks like it.
I know. Superwash Merino. And I'm kind of I split it in two lengthwise. And I'm just kind of spinning it. It's going to be bulky, thick and thin-ish. I don't really have a plan for it. I just saw it and wanted to spin it. So that's what I'm doing. And that's pretty much all I'm doing. I haven't been crafting at all.
So, I have not been super crafting very much. But I did pull out the other night. We like to watch The Voice. And I pulled out some fiber the other night to spin. And it's from my one of my Moon Rover fiber clubs, which I like the fiber, I just didn't like the colors. So I started with the color I didn't like the best, which was reddish orange, and now I'm on yellow, and then it goes to blue, and then back to like a cream color. Mm-hmm. And I'm just spinning it. This one is a Superwash Merino Bamboo nylon. I'm spinning it kind of thin, but I'm going to Navajo ply it. So I've just been spinning on it in the evenings when we're sitting around after dinner. So, yeah.
Cool.
But I'm spinning and I like it.
It's been a while for you, right?
Yeah, I just haven't had a lot of time to like sit down and do stuff. So yeah, but that's all.
I still need to finish plying my little legs that I spun on my spindle. I haven't worked on it that much though. I think that's it though for spinning for me.
That's it. So sewing, I have been sewing special orders, and I sewed. Beautiful.
That is so awesome.
So I made one for Jaji Girl because she requested it, and I made another one for myself because I'm gonna actually put my order mission in it because then it's portable. Not that this isn't portable, but I don't want to be carrying around two purses.
Right. That bag is totally awesome.
And then I also just ordered some more fabric because I had someone requesting a special order. They wanted Ravenclaw fabric, and the only Harry Potter fabric that Joann's carries is Harry and like the Harry Potter logo and like the trio, which isn't a problem, but if you like are specific to a house.
Right.
So I went to Spoonflower, which is way more expensive. So, but I ordered a yard of some Ravenclaw fabric and then a yard of some Slytherin fabric. And then I found Marauder's map fabric and I ordered 2 yards of that. So I am excited to get those. I will have some limited edition bags because I will have a limited amount of fabric from them. So that's exciting. But that's all that I'm doing sewing on this.
Sweet. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Cool. I haven't sewn anything.
I'm like putting all my stuff in here right now.
It's like so happy and bright and colorful. It's cool.
And it's like Lisa Frank. I love it.
It is. It's totally Lisa Frank. Very cool.
I have more of that back there.
Do they have Lisa Frank stuff around?
I saw some when we were going shopping for
School stuff?
Yeah.
Because I haven't, but I'm sure my kids, well, the girls would like love that with a passion.
Yeah.
Anyways. Gym. We didn't start the cardio challenge yet, right?
Excuse me being rude and texting.
We'll start that this next week.
I'll tell you in random randomness why I didn't think about it yet. I have to figure out the specifics for it, and then we'll get it started. Okay. So probably next week.
Okay. You okay there?
Yeah. Okay. So where are we? Binging?
Binging.
Okay.
I went back and I'm reading the Lux series. And Lux series.
Oh.
It's about aliens taking over the world.
I can't deal with teenage drama.
Yeah, I know.
So I can't read teenage books anymore.
That's okay.
So, real quick, I just want to show you this because I think it's awesome and I show it all the time. So I have stitch markers and you need them in every project bag. So what I do is when I sell stitch markers, I connect them to the card with a safety pin. So then I take the safety pin and I pin it inside my bag. Did that show up?
Yeah.
And then I have stitch markers hanging inside my bag.
So smart.
Right there.
I do that too. But
so I have to do that real quick. I just pinned it in there because this is my bag. I made it for myself. It was very hard to like do it because I almost want to like sell it, you know, but I made it for myself because I needed a new one. Ooh. And all that stuff is not in this bag anymore, and I could probably use it as a purse. So, anyway. Okay, sorry. Back to binging.
It's okay.
So, I actually went to my audiobooks, and I'm not actually currently in Death Blows because, for whatever reason, it got removed from my iPod, and then I had read that other book in between, and then, I had read Unleashed because it got removed from my thing, which was a teenage book, and it was an okay, different view. Oh, you're stuck again. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. Yeah, the video is just frozen for a minute. It happens sometimes.
Okay, sorry.
No.
So,
okay.
Read that Unleashed book, which was like a different thing about werewolves, but it was teenagery, so I couldn't handle it too much. You know. So that's what I'm reading, but I hear an echo, so I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
All the new seasons are on Netflix, like Vampire Diaries, the originals, iZombie, which I've been binging on iZombie season 2 because I love it so much.
It is.
And then I started watching this new TV show called Timeless. It's like not binging because I have to wait a week to see it, but it's so good.
What's it about?
So it's and they have to like fix what went wrong. So the first time they went back, it was when the Hindenburg exploded, and they had to like fix it because they stopped it from exploding, and they were going to explode it later, like the bad people. And they went back and, you know, just kind of fixed it. But when she came back to the real world, she didn't have a sister anymore, and her mom wasn't sick. So, and she's engaged. So like, it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
And so she's like trying to find out like what's different in the future, you know, when they go back. And this last week was they went back to when Abraham Lincoln was killed.
Okay.
And they had to make it so he only, I guess there was like a plot for the 4 leaders to be killed. So the vice president, the president, Secretary of State, and then I forget who the other one was. Grant. The general. So, obviously, I talked about history. Anyways, so they went and they had to like save those other 3, and kind of try to make sure Abraham Lincoln was killed. And the one guy, the smart guy that's there, he's African American. So he was like, if you save him, it could change so much, you know, because the Civil War and everything. And she was like, I can't, we have to keep history true. And then when it came down to it, she tried to save him, but she couldn't. Yeah. So it was kind of good.
Cool.
It's a really good show. Are you still there?
I am. I can hear you. My screen's frozen for some reason. Yours isn't. My little thing is. I don't know.
But it's on Monday nights. If you can watch it, it's on. It's been on at 10 because it's been after The Voice. But I think once The Voice stops doing its 2 on Mondays, it will just be at 9. But it's a good. I really like it. So, anyways, that's all that I've been kind of doing.
We've been kind of watching Fear the Walking Dead. We had a couple that were on our DVR to watch, and The Walking Dead comes back, I believe, on the 23rd. So I'm excited about that.
I am excited too.
Joe said he saw a preview, you know, ad, whatever, for the next one, and it looks totally awesome. I'm excited. So very excited. But yeah, I haven't really been watching anything though.
Yeah, like I've just been kind of binge watching iZombie and laughing hysterically. Like I think the second season is funnier than the first.
That show is hilarious. I love her.
Yeah, so I've been watching it and laughing. Like the one time when she was okay, so I'm like in the middle of the second season. So the one she was fraternity.
That's a good one. Sorry.
I laughed so hard. It was so funny. I was like cracking up, and like, but like they're showing like how her partner's like, what the heck? She's like crazy. I like wonder when he's gonna figure out like she takes on the personality of whoever they're investigating. Like, you know. Anyways, but yeah, so it's really funny. Okay, so randomness.
Yes.
Let's do our point counterpoint giveaway.
Ooh, fun.
So
can you see me on yours? Like, am I frozen?
You're still frozen.
Okay.
Maybe click off your camera and click it back on.
Good idea. Or not.
Oh. There we go. It's refreshing.
Let's see. Or not.
Okay. Maybe not. There it is. Oh, yay! So we have posts from. So if you put number 4 through 13, and whoever you pick, I'll tell you who that is.
Hold on. Pulling it up. 4 through 13 generates number 10.
Okay, let me find number 10.
Just so y'all can see that it.
Okay, so yeah, you can see it. But let me see who's that. That is Aridella. Aridella? How do you say the rivalry name?
I'm not even looking at it, but congratulations!
So send me a message on Ravelry at Starnets, and I will get you in contact with the ladies who are giving away that Imagine Landscapes, because she said she loves Kino's 4-point socks, and she would pair it with Imagine Landscapes Stormy Harbor. They're fun cables, and they look like there would be something to wear on a wet and cold day. And like, these kind of posts are so hard because I add to my queue, which is already ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but those patterns are really great patterns. So if you haven't had a chance to go check them out, you should. And, you know, as you know, we really like the point, counterpoint, the thought and the pattern and the way it's written is just really, the thought of the patterns and the way they're written and displayed are super good. And like I said, I've been knitting the shawl and it's been very easy to understand. So awesome. Yes, and thank you to Sarah and Mary. I had to think of her name, sorry. And I'm really bad with names, so if I got it wrong, I'm really, really sad. So Imagine Landscapes and Kino Knits, thank you so much for donating and having us review your pattern. And thank you for giving away a pattern to one of our listeners.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so more randomness. I got my Indie Knit and Spin cards to give away. That's my next event is in November, but then I do it again in February. It's one of my favorite events. It's in Pittsburgh, and it's like local vendors, and it's all independent shops. So it's a lot of fun. So I'll hold that up for those of you in the area.
Is
that backwards?
Yep.
Oh. Well, I'll link to their website on our show notes. So, I hate cars. So, I was going to do the cardio challenge and like plan it all on Saturday and, you know, like, because I take the weekends off. So, yeah, that didn't happen because Andy was going to go to a pit game with his friend, so he was driving, and then he calls me, can you come get me? The car is smoking. I'm like, great. So I went like maybe 20 minutes today. We're only like 20 minutes away. And went, and then we waited for a tow, and we towed our car to the garage, and then it spent the most of this week getting fixed. It's done now. I have to go pick it up, but it's a good chunk of change.
That's horrible.
And not even change. It's like a lot of money, like $2,000 something.
What was wrong with it?
Like the gasket or something. The guy explains it to me, but I don't know anything about cars, so I have no idea.
Me neither.
And they thought it might be something cheaper, but it wasn't because our luck sucks. And I'm kind of annoyed because, I mean, yeah, it's an older car, but it didn't have a lot of mileage on it when we got it, and it's really well taken care of. And, like, this is the same one that, like, I don't know. I think the guy who sold it to us kind of swindled us. And, you know, it's been, like, almost 2 years now, so it's, like, too late to do anything about it, I guess. So, but luckily our mechanic is, like, super awesome and nice, and he was like, I'm really sorry that you've seen me so much this week. I was like, that's okay. So, yeah.
That's like,
but, you know, so I've been, like, working extra hard at both my jobs because we're taking the money from, we have, like, money that we put in savings for our house payment, so we always have our house payment, and we're taking money from there to pay for the car because our emergency fund money went to fix the other car.
That's horrible.
We don't have, like, and so, like, we're taking the money from our house fund. So we were like, okay, so this next couple of months are going to be very tight. We're going to have to, like, not do anything extra at all. We need to really be diligent about, like, not overspending on stuff and, like, nothing. So I'm like, I'm going to have to go through my yarn stash again and see if I can de-stash more. And, because we're still, like, reeling from the last time.
Yeah.
Or the last 2 years, because it's been, like, one thing after the other. And it's not like we can afford to buy a brand new car, because those are super expensive.
They are.
So,
speaking of cars, we bought one, finally.
That's cool.
It's just a little thing.
Yeah, and that's all you need sometimes.
Right. Nothing fancy. But Joe, like, loves it, and it looks like a clown car on him.
Yeah, he's like, what, 6'1", 6'2"?
He's 6'4".
He's like 6'4".
I think I told you it was a Prius. It's not a Prius. It's a Prism. A Toyota.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know cars. I don't care.
Is it Kia?
No. Toyota?
Okay.
I think. I really don't know. I'll take a picture and show you.
Okay.
When I see it again. I actually haven't driven in it yet. The kids love it. He takes them to school in it, and, like, they think it's the coolest thing. Huh?
They fit in it?
If I don't go. Yeah.
Oh.
Because there's 3 seats in back, and then the front seat and his, the passenger seat and driver. Yeah. And it has a moonroof. So they think it's, like, the coolest thing. But it's just a tiny little thing, to get from here to there. And basically we'll do our, running around in it if we don't all have to be together. That's the only thing, like, we can't all fit in it. Which is fine, because we still have our van, but it was getting ridiculous. We couldn't drive the second van. It was so bad, like, so we couldn't drive it, and it was, like, a month of me, if I wanted or needed to do something or go somewhere, especially with the boys and their stupid football practices, like, I had to take Joe to work, or he had to, like, get a ride, or, like, it was just a headache, and I'm so sick of it. So I'm glad we finally got it. And we paid a little bit more than we were planning on, just because we wanted to get a little bit nicer one, because I'm like, Alina's cars keep breaking down. Like, I don't want to get, like, the cheapest of the cheap and then have to, like, keep pouring money into it. Though I'm sure we still will, because, that's
not worth it. We went, like, a little bit more with these cars. I'm so frustrated with them. But go on.
But yeah, so, hopefully it'll be okay. We got it from a dealership, though. The same one we got our van from. They've been pretty good to us. Because we were looking on, like, Craigslist and all this other stuff, and, like, just people. And I was like, not that a dealership is, like, better, but, like, I don't know. I feel like they looked it over mechanically and everything and made sure, instead of just some random person on the street. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes in the next years to come.
Yeah. Well, that's what Andy was so mad, and I was like, yeah, but, like, $2,000 is still less than 10.
Yeah.
We can still afford that. Kind of.
Yeah. Make do. But, yeah. So, that's pretty much all we've been doing.
Oh, but because of that, so I want to try to start doing an update a week. So I did an update on Sunday, and I have another one planning to come this Sunday. So that's cool. So I have some more bags in the shop, and this Sunday will be Fab Dories, I think. But, yeah, so I've been, like, doing that. So Bella's birthday's next week, and next weekend, so before our car broke down, I had signed up to go to a Jamboree conference. Like, it's good for training and networking and stuff. And I'm going to go with Elizabeth's mommy, because she signed up for Jamboree under me. So I'm going to pick her up on the way, and we're going to go. So then the car breaks down, and I'm like, oh, I wish I hadn't did that. And Andy's like, well, how much was it? I'm like, yeah, it was like, like around $100. And he was like, yeah, that's going to make a big difference. I'm like, yeah, but it will.
Yeah.
But, so I'm going to still go, because they already signed up and paid for it before everything happened.
Yeah.
But, because that is the weekend after Bella's birthday, she has to have her birthday party this weekend. So we're going to have like 4 little girls come over and sleep over. And I know I said I wouldn't do it last year, but I just felt bad. So this is where I was going with this. So as you know, I got a Cricut machine like a long time ago. And I finally yesterday hooked it up to my computer. And it has, like, you can use it without hooking it up to your computer, but if you use the computer app or whatever it is, program, it works better. Like, it's easier to use. So anyways, it has this cupcake font with letters on cupcakes, and my happy birthday sign keeps ripping. Like, I keep buying them, and they keep ripping, and I hate them so much. So I think I'm going to make one with the cupcake letters.
Very cool.
Today, I'm going to just use some, like, of my cardstock and make it with yarn, and then just tie it up. I was thinking of making, like, those, like, those triangle flag banner ones, but I thought that might be too much work. So I'm just going to do the cupcake thing, let it cut it out. And hopefully it'll last longer than 1 or 2 birthdays. So yeah, so today has been, like, a pick-up cleaning day, make everything look nice type of thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah. But I can't believe she's going to be 12.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. We have to pay adult prices everywhere now. Well, still 12 and under, but you know what I mean. That's like the thing that sucks when your kids get older. Like, they start eating off the adult menu.
Oh, I know. And, like, Trubin can finish off, like, a sub. You know, like, I remember the day, like, when we could go and buy, like, 2 and cut them in half, and they could all, like, have, like, little bits. Like,
that stopped a long time ago. The thing that sucks, though, I have issue with kids menus because they're not, like, the same food as adults get in smaller portions. They're just
crap.
Chicken or Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, that you pay, like, ridiculous amount of money for when you could buy it for, like, $1.
I'd be like, Bella would be like, can I get mac and cheese? I'm like, no, I can buy that for $1 and make you a whole bunch of it. We're not paying $5 for that. I was like, no. That's one thing I have issue with. Like, I wish that kids menus were just adult items portioned down.
Or at least had some of that stuff, because I know some kids are picky and they don't want, whatever. But, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that's my theory. But, because, I mean, sometimes...
Hi. Sorry about that. I hate my computer.
Everything is breaking down. Did I tell... Okay, so we were talking about crappy kids menus.
Yes.
Bella wants for her birthday dinner stromboli, so that's a really easy thing to make.
Cool.
And it's especially easy when you have a bunch of little kids around. They're not really little, they're like 12. So a bunch of girls, drama. So I have like a coupon from Netflix, or not Netflix, Redbox to rent a movie, but they don't have very many movies out, so we might just see what they have on Netflix.
Cool.
Girls' night. So, did I tell you last week I rearranged my sewing room?
I know you told me. I don't know if you said it on the podcast.
Okay, so where I'm sitting is where my table was before. And if you look behind me, my table is that way. And there used to be a couch there. But we took our old junky couch out to the curb the other day and took the fold-out couch here, because it was just a small fold-out single couch, and put it in the living room. And so I have like so much more room in here. It's so nice. Like, I'm not like, I used to have to like play like musical chairs almost to get around in here, because I have behind is all my Tupperware totes with stuff in it. Excuse me. And then I have like fabric here, and then you can kind of see some more stuff there. So, but yeah, so Bella's really excited because we moved that fold-out couch out to the living room so they can sleep on it. I'm like, Bella, it's like a one-person couch. She's like, you could probably fit. So she's excited to sleep out there on the fold-out couch.
That's fun.
Where I was going with that whole story, so it's crazy. So yeah. But that's about it, unless you have anything else.
No, we've been pretty
Is football almost over?
tame around here. I think we have 2 more weeks.
This is the last soccer game ever. How fun. But we're not going because it's away.
Oh, I'm like, why not?
And we're having 4 girls over.
That makes sense. No, that's cool. Yes, football's almost over, thank goodness. No, I mean, it's fun. Actually, this week's game got canceled at the last minute because it was raining all day. And I think fall is finally coming because leaves are falling and it's been cold in the mornings when we wake up.
Today's 36. High of 60. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Maybe a shorter one this week.
That's good. It makes it nice for them.
Yes. All right. We will see you next week.
Yep.
Bye.
We'll talk to you later.